Alright, so for today, let's answer some problems about parabola where the vertex is at 0, 0. I have 4 examples here for you, and the focus is finding the focus of the parabola. So let's answer this one. And by the way, so my approach is gonna be two things. Number one, using the formula, but at the same time, I also want you to understand the location of the focus in a parabola. So just in case you don't remember the focus, you know where to find the focus in addition to the formula. All right, so here, the first thing I want to do is I want you to understand the image of the parabola. So here the parabola opens downward. So how will we know that the parabola opens downward? So two things. Number one, the one with the square is the variable x. So if you see that, and on the right side you see it's negative 12, that means the parabola opens downward. If it's positive, the parabola opens upward. So since the origin or the vertex is at the origin, then the parabola, oh no, what happened? Okay, let's do that again, draw that, and then so the parabola is like this. And then the focus is somewhere here, obviously. So how do we find the focus? We need to solve for P. And how do we solve for P? So obviously our reference is going to be this one, x squared equals 4py. So 4p is equal to the coefficient of y on the right side, and that's negative 12. We divide both sides by 4, and that's going to give us p equals negative 3. So if p equals negative 3, now we can use the formula. So the formula is h comma k plus p, general formula. When the formula is at the vertex and the formula is at hk. So h and k are both 0, so that's 0 and then 0 plus negative 3, and then the answer obviously is going to be 0 and negative 3. And again, I think some of you already know the formula, and that's 0 and then p. You can do that. Okay, you can do the formula, but again, I also want to help you understand the location of the focus in the parabola. Let's answer the second problem. Here we need to find the focus of this parabola that defines this equation. So I have a y squared equals 10x. The one with a square is y, and if you look at the right side, the coefficient of x is positive. So most likely the opening of this parabola is to the right side. And I think that's also one thing we need to remember. That's very important. So it's right here, so which means that the focus is somewhere here. It's going to be positive. So let's see. By the way, our reference equation is the second one. This time we want to solve for the p. That means 4p equals the coefficient of x, which is 10, divided by 4 divided by 4. So p equals 5 over 2, or 2.5. So the formula is going to be, since this one opens to the right, if it opens to the right or to the left, the general formula is going to be h plus p comma k. So 0 is our h and k are both 0, so that means this would just be 5 over 2, or 2.5, okay, and then 0. That's going to be the focus. All right, let's answer the next one. Problem number 3. What is the focus of this parabola? We have a negative 3y squared equals 48x. So the first thing we need to do here is to convert or transform this equation into our basic equation, or the general equation that we have on top. So our reference equation is going to be the one on the right side. And why is that? Because the one with the square is the variable y. So to do that, I'm going to divide both sides by negative 3. So which means our y squared is equal to, by the way, that's negative 3. Okay, so negative 16. Negative 16x. So if it's negative 16x, that means this parabola opens to the left. Again, because two things we need to remember. Number one, the term with the square is the y, and then on the right side it's negative, so most probably the parabola opens this way, and that's going to give you the idea that the x coordinate is given and it's negative, and the y coordinate is 0. But let's solve for p because that's very important. So 4p equals negative 16. That means p sorry, P equals negative 4. Now for the formula, general formula, it's going to be H plus P comma K. H and K are both 0, so that means it will just be negative 4 and 0. All right, let's go answer the last one. Here, we need to find the focus of the parabola negative 5x squared equals negative 20y. Again, the first thing we need to do here is to convert this or transform this equation into the general equation that we have here. So it should look like this one on the left side, x squared equals 4py. That means we need to divide both sides by negative 5. There you go. So x squared equals 4y. Okay, so which means that looking at the equation, this parabola should opens upward. Okay, sorry for my drawing. There you go. That's the vertex. So that gives us an idea that the parabola is somewhere here, meaning the y coordinate is positive and the x coordinate is 0. But let's solve for p because that's what we need. So 4p equals p, which means 4p equals 4 rather, which means p equals 1. So that means that the focus is at, again, I'll write the general formula. It'll be 0 plus k plus p. By the way, this is h, sorry, general formula even for hk. H and k are both 0, so this is 0, comma 1.